Taehyung forcefully pulled you into the house, tightly gripping your hand to the point of causing immense pain. Why, Taehyung, could you please attentively listen to what I have to say at least once? I believe you have misunderstood me. However, none of your begging seems to have any impact on Taehyung. He continues to pull you along like a monstrous creature. Suddenly, a voice that you recognize emerges from behind, and it belongs to Jenny. Taehyung, you should leave her. You are hurting her. She approaches me, pretending to be concerned, and places her hand on my shoulder. Jenny, why are you alright? Taehyung, Jenny, go to your room. Jenny, Taehyung, why are you doing this? Listen to her at least once. It appears that you don't have any trust in your wife, she said, taunting me in the last line. However, what happened next was that all the colors drained from her face. Taehyung, Jenny, I strongly advise you to leave this place immediately. If you continue to remain here, I can't guarantee that I won't take harmful actions towards you. Both Jenny and I were startled by Taehyung's sudden outburst. Before Jenny had a chance to respond, Taehyung menacingly stated, Taehyung, so it means that you actually want to face the consequences of your actions today. He accompanied his words with a chilling glare directed to Jenny. What is enough to shake anyone's heart in the following incidents. Jenny, overwhelmed with the fear of her life, promptly flees to her room without a moment's hesitation. Taehyung, without releasing his grip from my hand, turns his gaze towards me. Why, Taehyung, you have misunderstood me. Let me explain everything to you. As I spoke these words, he aggressively seized my waist and softly murmured, his deep and seductive voice causing a thrill to course my body. Taehyung, now my love, elucidate for me. However, this is not the appropriate setting. Let's discuss it privately. Not here. He gestured for me to relocate to our bedroom, a mischievous smirk playing on his lips. Following that, he effortlessly lifted me onto his shoulder and carried me towards his private sanctuary. Once he stepped into the room, he swiftly locked the room and forcefully flung you onto the bed. In a determined manner, he removed Jungkook's coat from your body carelessly, tossing it onto the floor. Consequently, your torn garments exposed your upper body, prompting you to instinctually try to shield yourself. It was at this moment that Taehyung's voice reached your ears, uttering reassuringly, Taehyung, my dear, there is no necessity to conceal anything from me, baby girl, especially those for which I am the sole proprietor. Uttering these words, he began to approach you with deliberate steps, gradually discarding his clothes. Witnessing his actions, an overwhelming sense of fear overtakes you, compelling you to retreat backwards. However, he is faster and more agile than you, swiftly interrupting you within the confines of his powerful muscular arms. Without a moment's hesitation, he swiftly limped towards you, proceeding to passionately plant his lips on the exact spot on your neck where the red mark had previously formed due to the actions of another individual at the party. A hunger filled his every moment as he proceeded to fervently bite and suck on your neck as if he desired to consume your very skin. Once satisfied with covering your entire neck with passionate marks, he shifted his face and forcefully pressed his lips against yours, engaging in a forceful and intense kiss. Taehyung, stop, you pleaded. Despite your efforts, you found yourself overpowered by Taehyung, who possessed an overwhelming and intoxicating presence. He pressed himself against you, smirking between kisses. As he comes to an end, his gaze locks with yours, and within his eyes a mix of fear, anger, jealousy, and indescribable emotion simmer, leaving you unable to comprehend its nature. The question lingers, what is this? Why, Theo, what are you doing? As tears began streaming down from your eyes, a sudden transformation occurred as he was again assumed a maniac, demoniac, and uttered these words. Theo, I am providing you with the ultimate pleasure, baby girl. Don't you want this? Why? No, Theo, I don't want this. I have never wanted this. Theo, but you claim to love him. Did you? Then why do you project this? His eye grew dark once more as he ruthlessly reaches the surface of your skin with his miniature words. Theo, it appears that you hardly enjoy being touched by other men. But if your old husband touches you, you seem to have an issue with it. I never imagined that my eyes would see a tears off. After my last words escaped my lips, I felt a stinging sensation on my right cheek. Confusion crept across my face as I questioned, what is this? My eyes suddenly began as I come to know a realization. Did she just slap me? Did you just slap me? You have just committed the biggest mistake of your life today, Taylor. You now witness what I am about to do to you. Uttering these words, he approached her with the intention of striking me. However, is it that very moment I held him by grasping his hand? The young stared at me in complete disbelief. Fubayan, and how dare you to refer me to as of being my husband doesn't justify your ability to speak to me without reason or without knowing the truth. You have your authority to enforce yourself on me, especially without my consent. He forcefully held your wrist and pushed your body against his. How was your consent? And what exactly did you say? I don't have the right then to 42 grab this damn right elbow. Oh wait, I remember who he is. That restaurant guy you had a lot of fun with, right? Then shut up there. Think carefully before speaking, Mrs. Kim, or else he firmly holds both your cheeks. I won't hesitate to permanently silence your beautiful voice. And what would be wrong if I called you a leader? A woman who dances in front of her husband with someone else like a couple who embarrass other man without informing her husband. What has to do con a woman like this? You let out a hollow chuckle and bravely spoke to him. And what do you call a man who refuses to acknowledge his spite in front of the world, who shamelessly enjoys the company of another woman without any consideration for his wife's feeling? What would you label such a man, Taehyung?